Okay, can you all hear me well? Good, thank you. No song for today because we're running a little delayed. So we'll make up for it next time. Is Safikul here? If not, that's also fine. But if you're listening even for a few minutes, I want you to know one thing that today our fellow misfitter, Safikul, he lost his Nana ji, and that pain I understand could be excruciating. And it's not just his, but it's our too. It's not just a class, not just for syllabus. It's a community. So I don't know, Safikul, how you are feeling, and it's totally fine if you're silent. But just stay strong. And these are the moments that define us. You should understand and know that you're not alone. Take your time to grieve. And if you are here, just know that we are all here for you. Send me email and let me know if I can be of any assistance. And this goes for everyone. Is there anyone who is, was resigned from job and is concerned what will life look like now? Someone can't get a job, and the anxiety is perhaps because of this. But no job, nothing. What happens if I fail civil services? No one in that category. Animesh, which category? Resign from job or unable to find
Sir,
one?
sir, I resigned from it.
Sorry,
I resigned from my job.
you resigned. Okay, that's good.
Yes,
What kind of unemployment that is? Or is that an unemployment?
sir, I will try to find out. If I fail, I will try to look for another opportunity.
Missed the question. We discussed this in economics classes. But anyway, Shivani, what about you?
Sir, I belong to the other category. I'm not employed.
Does that bother you?
Bothers me, sir. Uh, in the last class, also, we were discussing that what options can we look after if we fail in this exam. So I had a quite narrow set of options because of my qualification that I have. And another thing over that is I do not want to pursue a career in that. And
Okay,
I was thinking that what can I
all
uh,
right. I think India unemployment is a real crisis, sadly not being spoken of. Yesterday, I think I stumbled upon a very interesting documentary by a Singapore run channel talking about, I think, the higher education ecosystem in India. Ideally, Indian media should be doing all that stuff, but we get to hear about India from other well wishing countries. We are busy with something else. So, we'll begin today's session with a very interesting and slightly crazy announcement. We are thinking of starting a media agency. So, and just look around. Many say that, it's supposed to be the fourth pillar of India's democracy. You've all heard that, right? Media, the fourth pillar. Do you believe in that story now? Entirely broken. Not just that, unapologetically broken. They take pride now of not being that fourth pillar. Has anyone seen primetime debates? You've not seen that. Can you all hear me? Soumya has seen those primetime debates. You should not. Yashita, Janani, no, you should not watch those debates. More like fish markets. Would be an insult to the fish market also because At least in the fish market, people are selling something real. But here, what are they selling? Noise pollution, migraine. In any democracy, legislature, executive, judiciary, all of that is important. This fourth pillar was never written into the constitution. Perhaps the makers of our constitution, they assumed one simple thing, that this truth, it should not be micromanaged. Do you see this micromanagement happening? What is truth? What is not true? What is fact? What is not fact? Some are building their own facts. I cannot see your screens moving, so I don't know if you're audible to me or not. And like I told you, I'm in Delhi these days, the capital city, and I don't know. I'm stuck with terrible internet. So please nod if you can hear me. I don't know who said this, but one of the one of the members of the Constituent Assembly said this, that those who speak truth to power should be driven by conscience, not contract. But today, our fourth pillar does not speak truth to power. Why? Because the conscience is not there. It's all contract. And what happens when media fails? Look at North Korea. Look at Pakistan. I will drive India's point through those countries. You can make your own conjectures. If media does not challenge the prime minister or chief minister, the police, the bureaucracy, what happens to accountability? Who will ask that, why were you spending thousands of crores on ads, but not on hospitals? Logical question. You've got to understand one thing, that democracy does not survive because we vote every 5 years. We have this flawed notion about democracy. Democracy, the thriving ones, they survive and thrive because power is constantly interrogated, audited, and kept nervous. It's a good thing. And who does that? Of course, we have the judiciary, but in theory, media plays a very critical role. Delhi always reminds me somehow of the COVID second wave. The capital city ran out of oxygen during COVID. People were paying, were ready to pay almost crore rupees to get access to oxygen. And around that time, media was covering how India is defeating COVID. The so-called nerve center of Indian democracy, place where Parliament sits, Supreme Court delivers justice. Just walk through the high-end localities, GK, CR Park, Kalkaji. I'm not even talking about the Karul Bagh and the Patel Nagar. Go through these localities. You will see electric wires hanging. Still, I can click photos right now live and show it to you. Those are death traps. In any functioning democracy, basic urban infrastructure is not a luxury, it's a bare minimum. And this is right in GK, CR Park, Kalkaji. Loose wires hanging over pedestrian walkways. Public safety hazard. Yesterday, I stumbled upon a hanging wire, and behind that wire, there was a photo of a local MP. Not kidding, a huge banner of the local MP. I'm not naming the MP. think I think just a few months ago, a 26-year-old civil services aspirant preparing for mains, he lost his life. Why? Because he was electrocuted. Think about this. That's how people are dying. That's one incident that got the attention. And that was happening in Delhi. Today, sadly, this fourth pillar, it's not media, it's brand management. So when I say that we are thinking of starting a media agency, it sounds very naive, I understand. It sounds very idealistic. But the question is, if we do not even attempt to restore integrity to this pillar, what are we left with? And of course, there's a high likelihood we will fail. No need to sugarcoat it. Many have tried, many have failed. They won't have the corporate money those cozy studios, and of course, political protection not there. And yes, the way Vikram Misri ji was trolled, the trolling will happen with many of us. It's the part and parcel of our life now. Pakistan created terrorists, and now those terrorists are biting off Pakistan. Same way we have created trolls, jobless trolls on Twitter. In the beginning, they were supporting the ruling monarchy, but now they're biting that monarchy also. Hopefully, they realize this. But yes, we will sleep better knowing that we tried. This may take a year, may take a couple of years. And I want to start this journey not with media consultants, those are a bunch of lunatics, or ex editors or PR experts, but with misfitters. Because you are the ones who understand the constitution. You are the ones who understand the geography, the history, the beauty of this country, not those media consultants. So we will be hiring our core team for this new experiment. And I will be looking for a few roles in the beginning. The first is an associate chief of staff, someone who will represent me in all the meetings with anyone. Could be with an MP, would be with a bureaucrat, journalist, artists. In the beginning, we'll focus more on the MPs and the ministers. Someone who can speak well, think fast, and does not crumble under pressure. You will do all the coordination with the lawyers because we'll have many cases, editors, interns, donors, volunteers, sometimes with everyone in just one day. And that associate has to be someone who's exactly opposite of me, someone who has OCD. Okay. I live in mess. So, but I want the associate to be exactly opposite of me, who can put things in order, someone who finds joy in Excel, Google Docs. And it will be an evolving role because we're just building that foundation. You will work directly with me. This will be part time because what we are building will take time. It's a slow process. The faster you do things, you crumble. So for the initial 6-7 months, you will hone your skill sets. You will talk to random people. You will improve your communication skills. You will work within the Misfits community. You will manage this community. You will manage my calendar also. Again, the boring thing. And you would have to work around 3 to 4 hours per day for this. Let's say 2 to 4 hours, depending upon how efficient you are. The rest of the time, you can study, read, write, or just think. But first 6 months will not be about the output. It's about building trust with me. That is important. Because I want to work with someone who I can work with for the rest of my life. So, can you do the boring things repeatedly? Do you have the integrity? What is integrity? Who will tell me what is integrity? Ethics will begin from next month onwards for you. Manchu?
So I feel integrity is all about accountability and sincerity towards your work.
I think I loved what one of the misfitters said in his interview experience. I don't know if you attended the session that it's like 3 a.m. in morning, you see red light, you see no policeman, nothing, no car, but you're still stopping. No one is seeing you, no CCTV footages, no camera, but still you're following through. So what you speak in front of me That's not integrity. If you speak behind me would be integrity. So can you hold the fort when I'm not in the meetings? Because I'm not hiring for a role, I'm hiring for a journey. People who with whom I would want to go on to launch ventures, movements, media platforms, so on and so forth. And it's a long journey. This role is ideal for someone, and I'll be honest, someone who wishes to do an MBA from, let's say, Wharton, Harvard, Stanford in 3, 4 years down the line, not immediately. I will write your recommendation. Someone who wants to build a world-class profile while staying rooted in the real world work. And of course, it's good for civil services aspirants also because you will rot in isolation. So you need to also hone your other skills of thinking, speaking, leading on daily basis. So it's a part-time role in the beginning. Over time, it will turn into a full-time role. So you will deal with real decisions, real people. And when you apply to, let's say, Harvard, or when you walk into your UPSC interview, the stories, the experiences, the madness of running and launching a new venture, it won't be just a line on your CV. It's a story that sets you apart. The second person I'm going to hire is an editor who will work very closely with the associate chief of staff. And editor will also play a critical role. It won't be just someone who knows Final Cut Pro or Premiere Pro, but someone who reads newspaper on daily basis. None of you are doing that. Not for exams, but for truth. Someone who knows when a moment in a news cycle could be turned into a good story. And you will reach lakhs and millions of folks with your work. But your goal will not be virality, your goal would be clarity. And in time to come, this editor position will become very critical because we'll move toward print edition, and the editor will go on to build his own team and will be heading that department entirely. The work will start after prelims, so until now, focus on prelims. You can write an email to office of Naman Shrivastava @gmail.com if anyone is interested. Okay, so my name's the last name Shrivastava. I leave nothing. All the A's are there. So office of Naman Shrivastava @gmail.com. Just send me 4 things: your name, your expected monthly salary, and please be realistic. It's a part-time role. A short note answering, are you okay doing the boring work repeatedly for the next 6, 7 months? It may not be leadership strategy. I will design the strategy to follow through on that. But the boring stuff, handling the back end. But yes, of course, you will talk to a lot of people. So I also would appreciate a video of you speaking just 1 or 2 minutes, telling me why we should hire you. Why this, why now, and why you. I do not care about your CV, so don't send me your CVs. I do not care about your college. If you're applying for editor role, go to my YouTube channel, pick any full length video, whichever speaks to you, watch it, and create a short out of it. 30 seconds to 60 seconds. That's it. Edit like it matters. You can add subtitles, music, transitions. And this is not a regular editor role. Okay. You will be integrated into a leadership position within the media network that we go on to build in time to come. We may not be able to reply to everyone immediately, so please do not take that personally. You all are important. We will keep your emails safe. Whenever there is a new hiring opportunity, we'll respond to you. But we will go through each of your applications carefully. So even if you are not hired right now, we will reach out to you later as we grow. But at this stage, we want to have a lean team, focused team, because we have limited money with us, limited capital with us. But as the work expands, as this media experiment begins to take shape, we will need more hands, more minds, more firepower. Clear, everyone? Any questions up until now before we begin with today's session? Okay. Ira? I'm seeing you for a very long time.
Hello, sir. I wanted to ask, like, is there any deadline before which we have to, like, send the email, or after the prelims it could be done?
After the prelims, we would do the we plan is to do this ASAP. So I don't know.
Okay.
Time is critical, but I will be mindful. I know that you are undergoing prelims. So the work allocation will take place after prelims. And this application is nothing. I'm not asking you to fill in detailed forms, not even a Google Doc. Just a video of yourself, being honest. Largely, I want to gauge how you speak and communicate. For editor role, I think you can do this after prelims, but not for the other role. Editing may take time. I can understand. It may take your entire one day. But the other task will take what? 30 minutes max. Himanshu?
So it may sound naive, but I wanted to know about the language preference, like in Hindi and English, like how you will prefer it when it comes to editor role.
Editor, see, the thing is, I don't want it to be an India network. I want to make it a global network. Okay, so the language will be in English. Okay, for now, we'll focus on India, but in time to come, it should become a global network. That's the goal. Being very ambitious, very naive, but that's fine. Okay, now, how is everyone doing? Be honest in terms of how was your last week? Last week, anyone? Tanmay?
Hello, sir. First, I would like to start with condolences, Safikul. Uh, feel for you. I lost my maternal grandfather when I was preparing for bank, and that broke me. I could never pick that book up again. I could never go to that exam back. But I hope you'll bounce back from this. We're all here for you. Uh, about last week, so I'll just start. First, I'll start with today. It has been about 24 hours. I've not slept because I can't sleep. I don't know why. I'm still up. But last week has been so great because I've changed the food. The first thing that I've done. And that alone has, you know, I've been selecting the correct option more often than I was doing it before. Like you said, the gut feeling. I tried feeling the gut. I tried, I even tried some for some questions. I would know that this is my gut feeling, and I would intentionally go for the other one. Like even this could be the correct answer, and the gut feeling was actually correct. So I'm loving this. It's very costly. Eating healthy is not light on my wallet, but it's for a few days. I can manage. And other than that, now I'm interested in making all of this at home so that I do not have to buy it from outside. I'm exploring that options as well. But it's been lovely. The last week has been more productive than my last 1 month.
How are you sensing this? We've been meeting for, I think this is the seventh meeting we're having. But every week we meet, you tend to become more productive. This is consistent. And I'm not kidding. The past 6 classes, whatever we have learned, it will up your game by at least 50 to 60 marks in prelims alone. It will dictate how you are clearing your CSAT. It's a travesty. No one talks about all this. But these are very important classes. And still, there would be some of you who may skip it closer to the examination date. Shalini, after you.
Um, Good afternoon, sir. I hope I'm